Hello? Hello?
Prakash, hey, hi.
Hi, hello. Actually, I'm trying to access this, but still I'm getting the same error. I created a new
Which one? Which one you are talking about?
this Jira.
Scrum, Jira.
Ji-
Okay.
Still, I'm getting access not given to you. I created one more Gmail.
Prakash one. Okay. One
I
minute.
got three, one.
You have created your account in Jira. I mean, with that link that you got a mail.
No, I accepted it. Should I create any account?
Accepted in the sense what you did. I mean, you clicked on the link and you registered for that.
No, no. It is trying to open this Jira directly. When I
Ah,
do accept activity.
yes.
After that, it's saying you are no this one you are this one not accessed. I mean, not given to access.
You're not given access. Okay. 1 minute.
Yes, admin.
Mm-hmm.
Contact admin.
Okay. 1 minute. Yes. Are you able to use my screen?
Yeah, yes, I can.
Okay.
See, my name is not here.
Okay. So I'm inviting you now. Let us see whether you can. Now see whether you are able to.
Yeah, I received invitation. Accept invite.
Mhm.
Actually, didn't create any. Okay, here it asking for the my name and this thing password. I'm giving my name and password. I click on create. Bus,
Mhm.
bus, bus. So yeah, I think now it is coming.
1 minute. Okay, you are able. I have given access.
Okay.
Uh, User access. Okay, whatever. You got some access then. Are you able
Yes.
to log into that now?
Now I'm some questions are asking. I'm just filling the questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think now the data is launched. Yes, I can see now.
Yes. So I have sent one user task to you. User
DG
story one.
DG to
DG2
come.
Scrum. Yes.
Yeah.
So now this is under backlog. I'm moving it to the sprint. Okay.
Okay.
I'm moving and done. Okay. Now you today, like you have been given this task to work on. Okay. So assign is Prakash. Okay. I think you can see in your board now, right?
Uh,
Refresh
Refresh. Okay. Yes, I can see.
and click on the board, right? Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you can change, do whatever you want. I mean, you can just go through that. So
I can see. Okay, and to do. Yes.
yes, to do is there.
Okay.
You can move from to do to in progress. Go,
Oh,
just drag and drop in the in progress,
yes,
or
done it.
you good. Nice. See, if you can see the chart here, I'm just showcasing the chart here. Try to understand this chart. Initially, it was above the 100. Okay, it was on this top line. Okay. Later, when we have done, I mean, when one of the user item or user story was completed, when I moved this to done, it went down. Okay. And now I have added Prakash task. Okay. Of the story points. Got okay, three story points are being added. Now it went above. That means So whenever there is a spike, that means like work has been added in the middle of the sprint. Okay. Or you have started working on that particular, so that what it means. Okay. And again, if you move anything to don't go to the done part. Maybe on the Monday, like we will just take any of this user story and move it to done, any one or two. Okay. So that again it will come down and it will oscillate and it will come to the end point. Or it may not come to the end point. Okay. If you have completed everything, it will is going to come on the November 15th. If you are going to come, then it is going to come here, or else it will end somewhere in between 14th and that. Okay. So let us see that. Okay, that this is about the sprint burn down chart. Okay, we will discuss about the charts in detail, what actually it means and all. So we are going to discuss today on one of the important thing called MVP, MLP, and MMP. Okay, hope you're able to see my screen. Uh, yes.
Yes.
To make it hide, hide, hide floating breathing controls. Control. Okay, fine. This is good. Fine. Okay, so let us go. What is MVP? Let's go first with MVP, then MLP or MMP. Okay, fine. So let us discuss about this MVP in Agile software development. Okay, it is a MVP is called as a minimum viable product. Okay, it is a minimum viable product. Is a product that has been minimally developed but still meets the requirements of the market. Okay, so let us understand like why this particular MVP is built instead of building whole product. Like why we are taking this MVP first. So an MVP is used to test out the ideas quickly and cheaply before investing a lot of time and resources in developing something bigger. Okay, that means like instead of developing everything and showing it to the customer, what they do is they create a prototype of that. Okay, and with minimal features, with minimum things, so that not necessarily that it should look like or it should be same as that, but the but you will come to know like how it's going to be or the functionality wise or whatever. But it will have certain features. So minimum features, not fully features. Okay. So a MVP is a concept from the Agile Scrum that refers to a product that has just enough features. Okay, it has just enough feature, not full features, not 100% full features, but 10 to 20% features. Okay, which will satisfy the needs of the early customers. Okay, mostly like let us say like people who want to test it or people who want to they want to be the first persons to make use of that particular feature. Yeah, then you can develop this one. And more importantly, give them something to provide feedback on to shape the future of the product. That means like we can also say like a beta version where you give the customers to test it and take the feedback from them, and again you will work on it to improve the features. Okay, like depending upon the feedback, you are going to work on it. Okay, so your MVP, okay, your MVP should be the first version of what you envision your final product to be. Okay, that means like how you actually want the product to be. In the similar way, like you develop your MVP or with the same or little bit less features. Okay, this will help you avoid any unnecessary expenses and save time. True. So it will also help you get feedback on what features or changes the customers want and how they will use the product. So in this way, like users will be able to have the taste of that, and they will give the feedback. And once they receive the feedback, you are going to work on it, and you will modify something or try to have something extra as per their recommendations, and deliver it there. So that you will get the feedback early, and you will going to work on it, and that will save a lot of time and energy, right? So I will just show you one example here. Okay, actually this is MMP, a minimal marketable product. This is a product that they actually want at the end. But before doing that, what they do is they just give this MVP. Okay. and they will ask the customers to taste this one at least. If they are okay with the particular thing, like let us say, like if the customer is happy with the taste of that, the look and feel, the texture, the color of the cake, or the way it is being packed, or the way it is presented, whatever, in whatever way, like the customer is happy about that. Okay, with minimal features. So it is not going to the whole product altogether, but it's going to be with minimum features, and they are going to give the release, the beta version of that, to those customers who are going to enjoy that. And with their feedback, they are going to work on it, and again, they are going to deliver the product at the end, which can be marketed. So, did you get it? I mean, are you able to understand here what I'm saying? MVP. Any questions on this MVP?
No.
Okay. So, like we are not going to develop full product here. Okay. So it's just going to be a smaller version. Okay. So it's like something like this: a landing page that gauges how visitors connect with your pain point. Like if you take the Swiggy or Uber, right, before delivering everything, like if you take today's app and if you differentiate or compare that with the early version of the app, which was released okay long some years back, you could see, right? I mean, there were a lot of versions that came and a lot of changes happened, and initially it was something different. Okay, and by that, by releasing that particular beta version, uh, the I mean, what do you say? They were able to the business people, like they were able to know the pulse of the customers, and later they were taking the feedbacks, the experiences, the ratings, and all. They used to take it, and they have worked on it, and now they have got some good. I mean, may not be good, but at least 90%, like they would have changed everything, and with the look and feel and all, and they would have created or developed this app as of now, which is existing. Okay, and this could also be, it could be a landing page. Okay, it could be a low code or a no code version of an idea. Yes, it could be a no code version also. Okay. Or it something like, he wants to see like a particular person wants to have a web page with all the functionalities, but these people are going to create with low code version of that. Okay. That means like maybe first they will give him an idea like how it is going to look like. And later like they can work on it and they can develop. Okay. It's a product prototype with minimal features and designs. Yes, it's a prototype. Uh, and it is a process in which it will be a process in which a manual process happen behind the scenes until they can be proven and automated. So it's mostly in the manufacturing part where you see instead of automating a particular task and all, like they do it through manual way, and they develop that. And if that is okay, then probably that can be, moved into an automation part, something like that. So that is also a minimum viable. It's nothing but a pre-selling a product before you build it to measure interest and expectations. That means you are beforehand, like you are selling the product so that the customer will know it, and he will be having some idea, and we can expect like what we can analyze, or we can research on what are the expectations of the customers, and whether our requirements, whether our what we are delivering, like is it as per his expectations or not. And depending upon that, like we can change our these features and all. So this will be helping there. A basic platform that does one thing really well. Okay, so this will help you like how like where we can do better, and where we need to improve and all. So this is going to be helpful if you deliver MVP before you do the MMP. Okay. So hope you got with this picture, like MVP is something with minimum features, which is marketed, which is not marketed as such, but which is given for testing and to understand the market needs, the customer needs, and later, like with the feedbacks, it is again improved so that it meets the needs of the customer. Okay, it is MVP. Then you have in between the minimum lovable product. Okay, see these you didn't maybe like we didn't come across anywhere in the Scrum guide. Mostly like these are in a little bit of could be in Agile or what. So this is better. I mean, because like they will be asking you on that. So I'm just explaining it here. Okay. So a minimum lovable product. The features of this MLP will be emotionally engaging for the users, and it can be your chance to make it visually and operationally appealing. Okay. So that means like actually they want this MLP is something which makes the customer get attracted to your product. Okay. Maybe it could be on the packaging or could be on the way it is designed, so that the customer will be or whoever buying that will be emotionally attached to it and they will try to buy that particular product. Okay. You just deliver the minimum and in return you get the love of your customers. Okay. So you deliver with the minimum things, minimum features, but in return you will be getting a lot of allow from your customers to have that particular thing. Okay. So advantages. Have you ever come across this type of MLP products in your day-to-day life?
No, and I feel both
Hmm. Sorry.
MLP and MEP both are looks same.
That's what having a chocolate and having a chocolate wrapped in certain packing. Okay, it's different, right? If you buy some Cadbury silk, and if you're buying a chocolate of Cadbury itself, but with a different thing, which where you're not attracted to that. Okay, but if it is in a chocolate wrapped in Cadbury silk or in something like that, anything that makes attracts the customers of any age group or whatever, then you will be automatically without you knowing, like you will be going and buying that. That means like you will be either emotionally attached or you love the product because it is designed or being marketed with a look and feel. So that is MLP. Got it.
Can you get an example in IT, like software?
Yeah, I mean, see, let us say like, see, in that in our IT, like it's going to be same thing. Like you are developing a landing page where the person by looking that previously like it used to be a lot of coding, right? Now we got so many things with so much of new technology. Like we are having a very good you know pages created, right? So the look and feel, like if you change it and automatically people are going to come to that. If you can take an example of which site, like it's going to be more maybe if you see like it's a festival season and if you go to any of the Amazon or Flipkart, there you can feel and sense that, right? Like the festival season is already on the web page and you feel more emotionally attached to buy some any dress or any item which you like on the site. So people are making a deliver. I mean, they are showcasing that in a different ways to attract the customers. Okay, and after that you can buy anything out of that. So that could be one example. And what example can you give? And chocolate is one example which I felt like it is most people are mostly attached to because the way you are mostly in advertisements part or if you see like people are get emotionally attached to that particular product. I know they try to buy when they go outside and all. So this is an MLP. When you are able to have an emotional bond with a particular people at the particular age of peoples and all. So that's what actually here it says the user experience would be outstanding since the end users since the users can get attached to this particular app. So the app is very nice, and if you feel about happy about that, that is one thing which draws the customers. So it will be helping you to have emotional bond with the customers or users. So those type of having the look and feel or the face and all like whatever you do on the screen that is mostly if it is appealing that people are going to buy. So that is going to be the lovable product. Later you can add it to other all other features as per the customer requirements, and you can sell it as a minimum or you can market it out. Okay. So that's what actually the difference is. here, like I would like to say, this is an MLP because if you see this one, this is more colorful with more, having a light on the edge and it's something like dropping, and you feel like you get more attracted to it, and the children will get attracted to seeing this particular thing. So in that way, in IT, like we can say, like anything that you may be using different technologies for the your creating a web page, and it looks very awesome. Then that you can do it as an MLP, and later like you can do it, make more changes and make it more marketable. Then that is going to be your MMP later. That I can say. Did I answer your question at least? Hope so. Did you get something out of that?
Yes, but
I mean, I want to just say like the way you beautify your web page is an MLP. Okay, that's all. A customer
okay.
may want to have a web page which does this e-commerce transactions and all. And if you beautify that, then that is an MLP. Okay,
Okay.
that's a simple thing. Okay. Next comes this minimum marketable product. So MMP is a methodology that assists software development teams in delivering the bare minimum of features required to bring a product into market. Now this has to be coming into the market. Till now, like we have released only the beta versions or seeing the pulse of the customers and all. Now we will segregate, we will add everything up and all the this thing. Okay, here like we are going to validate and learn and try to improve this all the things, and later we will try to launch it. So that will be in the market. Okay. So MMP can be released to the market with its must-have functionality that can be scaled and developed to incorporate nice to have functionality at a later stage. Okay. So this is what actually like it will have all these must-have functionalities all together. Okay. And later like you can have this all the functionalities clubbed together and to have this in the later stage. So it is the MMP primarily is a tool to reduce time to market, and it can be launched more quickly than a fat feature-rich product. Okay, so now we can say like there are four things now. One is MVP, so just to show to the customer like with minimum features, your product is going to be something like this, and how your users are going to react. Then you will beautify that and you will make it as a MLP. Okay. Next, what you do like you will try to validate, learn from everything, all the feedbacks and on, and you will build a MMP. Okay. And you will market that. Now it is MMP is in the market now. Okay. With all the necessary must-have functionalities, everything it is in the market now. But the actual product is going to come to an at the end, which is with all the features of MMPs and all type of MMPs getting into the whole product. So altogether, it's a set of four trials, right? One, two, three, four. The fourth one is going to be the feature-rich product which will be coming into the market. Okay.
The MLP
So
and
yes,
those those won't release to market MEP and MLP.
no, we are just uh, giving it to the customers for testing. We can it. I won't say like it won't be into the market, but it will be in the market with bare minimum features. Okay,
Oh,
you see, it's like you can use that app, but that app if it doesn't have any transaction facility feature, okay, let us say like the app will be there. You can use the app for so many things, but the one of the feature which has this where you can't do a transaction, or there could be some other feature which are not present in there, but the app is going to be there. It's going to work for some other reasons, but not for all the things that you actually it was meant for. It is not there. So maybe it was lacking certain other features where upon the feedback they are going to work, and later they will embed here and you will get it. So it is it can be in market, but it can be with a few features, not with all the features.
okay.
So this one I like MMP just it addresses the user needs. It is for the all actual customers, whereas here it is only for early adapters. Like we want to test or we want to see the taste of that. Okay, this is minimum features to sell the product, and it has minimum features to test an idea, like how it's going to be in case like this MVP. MWP is marketable. It is non-marketable because like you are going to test out here, and it's going to be for few customers. Okay, so this is about. It's good to know about MVP and MMP because when someone asks, and if you are not aware, then people are not going to accept that you have not worked as a Scrum Master. Okay, something I want to just. Okay, fine. Any questions on this one? Because okay, fine. I will go to the next. Share the screen 1 minute. Okay, one. Fine. So we will go across. We will talk about. I'm sharing the screen. Okay. Actually, there are few charts which are to be, as a Scrum Master, you should know, you should be aware of, and you should derive. I mean, whenever you see the chart, you should be able to understand like what it talks about and what things that you have to, infer from that. Okay. So mostly like we are generally like we see these type of charts. One is burn down chart, sprint, the velocity chart, burn up chart, defect strength count. Okay, or the third one is almost not used, but in case first three are the most. The three are the very important one. We have lot many after below this one, but in the actual Jira, like you can see all these type of charts. But in reality, in a real-time scenario, like we are going to make use of only this burn down, velocity, and burn up. Okay. If anyone asks you like on what charts like I mean, you used to send to your manager and all these details, then you should say like, I have we used to send this burn down chart and velocity. Okay. And sometimes like even the Scrum Masters don't have access to the Jira board, to the Jira charts also. They need to get from the Jira admins. Okay, that's one thing which is there. Okay, so let us discuss on this burn down chart. What do you mean by burn down chart? I think in our Scrum uh, Jira board, like we have seen the burn down chart today, right? Did you see that?
Yes.
So okay, no, just try to recollect what does it say. A burn down chart tracks the amount of stories that have been completed during the sprint and the total number of stories which are remaining. Okay. Now this says about the amount of stories which are completed and how and during the sprint and how many are total stories are being remaining. Okay. So burn down charts are used to predict your team's likelihood of completing their work in the time available. Okay. So this is going to say about like when you are, I mean, the likelihood. Okay, like when you will be able to complete the remaining work. Okay. So this is burn down chart. A burn down chart is a graphical representation of work which is left to do versus time. Okay. So how much work is remaining the burndown chart is going to talk about that. Okay. So burndown chart tells about how much work is remaining to complete. Okay. Once again, I repeat, burndown chart says about how much work is remaining to complete. Okay, in a particular sprint. Now let us discuss, understand this particular graph. So here, if you see, this is a sprint. Let us take for 10 days, and we have the story points or user stories on the to the left side. Okay, story points mostly, and you see an ideal line. Okay, this is a ideal line. Ideal line in the sense like it will be starting from some value and it is going to end at the day 10, okay, of the sprint. On last day of the sprint, it is going to end. Okay. And this is the actual work that you have started working from the day zero. Okay. So at the day zero, when you started working, it was at the same uh, point where your ideal line or the this gray line is there. Okay. Okay. Are you able to understand? Now we are at the starting position. So on the day one, it is going to be here. Later, as a day process, okay, as the days go on, some of the user stories have been completed by our team members. Okay, let us say like one of the team member has completed one of the story and the story points have got decreased. Okay, so whenever the story point got decreased, the line is going to come down. Okay, the actual line is going to come down. I would like to annotate here. I would like to show with a so so this is going to come here. Okay, by the number of points it is going to come down. Now, when the graph is at this particular point, it means that this blue color line is below the ideal line. Okay, that means the ideal line is, I mean, it means to say that they have completed the work. Okay, and they are ahead of the schedule. Okay, so in the day two, they should have been at, so let us say, 30, some 80 story points. Okay, but your team was working so well, you are able to complete some of the user story, one of the user story, and you are at 70. Let us say this point is 70. So 80 was ideal, but you completed 10 story points and now it is at 70. That means you are ahead of your schedule. Means you are doing good. Okay. So your team or your people or whoever it is, on the whole, the team is doing good and it is ahead of the schedule. Okay. What we can infer. Next, they are working on the same number of stories for the day three also. Okay, and now they have met at the same point of the ideal line. Okay, now that's fine because they are at the same line as of the ideal line. Okay, so there is no problem. You are able to meet the expectations of the team members. Okay, the clients or whatever. Later again for day four, one day, one, let us say like they have worked again, one story is completed. Okay, again they are below this line, so they are ahead of the time. Again, as a day five, another story point is completed. They are ahead of the time. That's fine. I mean, it gives a very good information or a reference saying that your team is doing good and they are ahead of the time. You're technically sound, you are experienced guys or whatever, whatever we can. I mean, there are no impediments in your team which is blocking your work, and you are able to deliver as per the expectations of the from the team members. Okay, so you are very good at till this particular day five. Everything is day five or six also is okay. Oh yeah, at the day six you see a spike and you are above. You are above this ideal line. Okay, what does it mean? That means you are not able to complete that particular user story, and it is taking a lot of time because of which it is above and you are behind the schedule. Okay, did you get it till this point?
Yes.
So you are behind the schedule, and there is something which is Either you are not able to do properly, or there are certain lack of, or there are certain impediments which you need to look into, or you are not technically good, or you are, there could be so many hundreds of issues because of which you are not able to complete, or you are not ahead of the schedule. Okay, ideally speaking, we are will be always behind the schedule, not ahead of the schedule, because we are human beings. Sometimes it happens like we can complete before, but it won't happen. And here, later after day 8, again you are able to work on it, and you are able to close few more user stories, and it has come to, let us say, 20 or 10. Okay, on the day 8. Okay, that means again you are ahead of the schedule, and on the day 10 you have completed all the tasks. So if you analyze at each and every day, this is going to be a misjudgment, right? You are not judging the team correctly. So on the whole, we should see like whether you're able to complete all the user stories in the sprint. Okay, we should not, as a Scrum Master. Okay, please remember that your expectations should not be like, they should overdo, or they should be performing very superbly, and it should deliver beyond your expectations. No, all we all together are human beings. Our we can't deliver, or we can't work overnight, or we can't stretch so that we are always ahead of the schedule. That won't happen. So it is going to oscillate about this mean line, about the ideal line. Okay. Sometimes you will be above or behind the schedule, or you will be ahead of the schedule. It's going to oscillate. But at the end, we have to see like where we are. Are we able to complete all the user stories in a given sprint? If we are not able to complete in the particular sprint, then we have to analyze like where we are going wrong in the retrospective meetings. Okay. That's what this burndown chart says. Okay. And this burndown chart is going to say like how much work is actually remaining to be completed in the sprint. Okay. So whenever in the mid of the sprint, like if you go to, I'm just stopping the screen here, and I'm going to our Scrum board and see like what is happening there. You're able to see the screen?
Yes.
Now let us come to our sprint burndown chart and see what happened. Now here as a Scrum Master, suppose let us say you are project manager and you both are sitting side by side, and our project manager asks you like show me the sprint burndown chart. Now you have opened here and you got this. Now if you have seen here, it started from the same point, but after 1 day or 2 day, one story is completed, so it went down, and you are okay. Good. I mean, it says like you are ahead of the time and you are doing good. But later, the next day, there is a spike in the story points. Now he will ask you like why there is a spike in the story points. Then you should you should say that uh, we have recently added one of the team member, and we have assigned new task to him from the backlog, because of which it got spike. Okay, we got a spike. Okay. Now tomorrow, this is going to be like something like parallel. Okay, if you are continuing the same thing, it's going to be parallel. Or if you are going to be done, then it will come down again. Okay, we should see on Monday what happens if one of the story is being completed. Okay, so as of now you are behind the schedule, or behind the things to be done. Okay, so from here we can confer. Okay, because the sprint burn down says what it says, how much of work is pending, or how much of work is yet to be completed in the sprint. Okay, this is what actually sprint burn down chart says. So it now from here we can also say that there is a lot of work which has to be done as of now. Okay, for it to be completed. Okay, and if you work in this, what you say, in this tempo, in this speed, probably we may not be able to complete all the user stories in this sprint. Okay, so we should see. I mean, we should every day see the sprint burn down, like how we are progressing. Are we able to complete, or are we able to, at least be near to our ideal line and see like we are able to do it or not? Okay.
One
And we
question.
should, yes, please.
Why it event spike here? Because we just it is already the line is drawn based on the number of user
Hmm,
stories in
hmm,
our sprint backlog.
hmm,
So it is
hmm,
assigned to someone. It's okay,
hmm,
right? It should be in the same line.
hmm. No, it won't be in the same line, because Till now, there were only 3 plus 1, 4 user stories which were having the estimations. 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. Sorry, yours are added now, right?
Yes.
Of 3 story points. Remove the 3 and 3. So only 10 story points were there. Okay. For the 10 story points, 2 story point was got deleted. So it came down to 8. Okay. So it came to 80%. Let us say if this is 100 is 10, then 2 story point got deleted, then it came to 10. But now today you have come and we have assigned a story from the backlog. Okay. Now that is of 3. So it has come to 110, right? 11 story points.
Okay.
Okay. S- You may ask me like why this is not like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We will talk about that later. Okay. Why it is not vertical? Why it is a little bit, like this? We'll see why this
Oh,
is not happening like that. Okay.
oh, okay. Straight vertical. Okay.
Why? There is an
Every
interview question
field.
actually. One of my student asked me like, this was a question which was asked, and we need to figure it out. Like, why it is? What happens if there is something like this and coming down? Okay, we let us keep it in mind. Try to find the answers, and we'll discuss later. Okay.
These points are deleted. What is the reason? Because it is
It,
computed daily.
these are 2 points.
Ah, yes.
Yes, yesterday we moved that to done, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So because of which it has come down.
Hey, it's come down, but why points removed?
See, the bundle chart has to take only which are there, not which is
Ah,
not there.
okay.
So from 10 to it got to 8 only. Today I
Right.
have
Right.
added 3. So again it went up.
Okay.
So it is taking only things which are working, which are working not. So the bundle chart is focusing on the amount of work that has to be completed. Okay, it is not what has been completed. It is you know stressing on what has to be completed,
Okay.
not on what has been completed. Okay, has to be what is remaining. Okay.
Okay.
So in simple terms, what is remaining? Sprint
Okay.
bundle chart says about the remaining work. It says about the remaining work. Please
Okay.
remember that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I will share another or screen on me. So the one of the question was also like the people ask you is, do you think it's good practice to assess your team's performance depending upon the velocity or on the sprint burndown chart? No, it's not a good practice to assess your team members on that because sometimes, let us say, like for first 2 sprints, they might have delivered very nicely, and all the charts may look very perfect and good. But we should consider other. I mean, we don't know right what is going to happen. I mean, the next sprint, if they're going underperforming, there could be so many factors for that, and you can't say, you should not, pressurize them saying like you have worked so nicely in the previous sprints, what has happened, and you can't do all the micromanagement for doing good. You can't stress the people for delivering every time, for like how you worked in the previous way. So it is not a good practice to assess the team members on or the team members' performance on this particular chart. These charts are to just to showcase or to see like how we are progressing towards a goal, or that's it, but not on the individual's performance or the team's performance. Okay, so that was the thing. Because velocity is going to, it's going to be different, right? To the last sprint, like you may have delivered 5 user stories, and the previous sprint, like you might have delivered 2 user stories. By that, we can't say like your performance just decreased from 5 to 2, and you're not doing good, so that I will give a rating of or 2 out of 5, something like that. We can't judge, right? So it's not a good practice to take this as a reference and give the assess someone. Okay, so we should never do that. And this is going to be an interview question also. We are just we should not consider these factors. Okay. But this will give you, I mean, these are the charts which help the management to understand like how we are progressing and how we are able to deliver. And if needed, we can help the team members for any help they want. So that, in that way, that will help. Okay. Here also, like one of the thing is velocity. Velocity is nothing but, it's a chart that shows how much you are committed and how much you delivered. Okay. So like in the stories, like they have in the sprint one, they might have committed to 60 user stories and they have delivered only 48. Yeah, the 48 they were committed and they've given 36. Okay, and the 36 in the third sprint, but only delivered 24. So from this velocity chart, you shouldn't say like the team is underperforming. Okay, we should also analyze like how what are the factors that is factors that are affecting their performance and all, like why they are not able to. We should analyze that. Okay. So anything here on the velocity chart?
No, from this, we understand that this much is delivered, but what is the use? I mean, just to understand the what is delivered, how much
Yes,
is
yes,
delivered.
that is all. Actually, why it is there in the Jira board, but for our accounts, like we don't have the full product, but we can see in the Jira. So what we conclude is mostly like the top management are going to see like how many are we are committing before the sprint. Okay, let us say like we have taken 10 user stories for this sprint. Okay, 10 into so 60 story points. Okay, 60 stories. Let us say. So if you are committed to 60 stories and if you are able to deliver only 48, okay, that's okay. I mean, we can. There may be so many other reasons which are not possible to do that in the okay. But if they constantly see this type of performance, probably they need to look in like why they are not able to deliver properly or like what is the issue. Okay, so that is the management is going to look into that, like why they are underperforming. Let us say tomorrow, like in the this 48 they have committed to, and they're able to do all the 48. Then it gives a positive, a note to the higher management, regarding the team. Like these people are working nicely, and they are to the expectations, or they are ready to take up, and whatnot. So this will just help you in understanding the team's performance altogether.
Just now you said we should not judge
See,
based
as
on.
a Scrum, yeah, true. See, as a Scrum Master, in general, I'm speaking, it's not that, I mean, we should not be, we shouldn't be so strict or we shouldn't be so, what you say, too much about this metrics and all. But in general, in an organization, from a management perspective, yes, these are very important and very crucial. If they ask the reports, when you give the reports, they are going to come back to you and ask you like why your team is not doing good and why, what are the reasons behind that, and how you will be able to resolve these type of issues and all. They are going to ask you. Okay. I mean, in general, I was speaking like it's not a good metric to analyze their performance and assess them on this one, but management is management. They are going to take the decision on this one. Okay.
So in this case, though, which is a meeting, we will check that what is the problem.
Every day, like see, one of the thing is that as a Scrum Master, you can check every day. It's not a meeting. Meeting doesn't happen. A Scrum event is not at all there here. Okay,
Mhm.
so no event in the Scrum says to check and go and check your burn down charts, burn up charts, or velocity. Those are just the tools to see like how we are progressing towards the sprint goal. Okay, but it is not saying like take these tools and and punish the team. No, this is just to see like how they are doing it, and if we are deviating from somewhere, then you have to bring them back to the track. Okay, so this is mostly with the top management, with the management people. We will have the meetings with the management of the sprint review. We need to send the reports to the management team, the program manager, project manager, whoever it is, and explain them like why this is happening like that.
Okay.
So this is after that, after the sprint meetings. There is again a parallel meetings which go on with the Scrum Master, Program Manager, Product Owner, and Project Manager, look the stakeholders and all. Okay, it's not concerned with the Scrum Guide or Scrum or Agile.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you are bundle chart. If you are able to deliver all the user stories, that's well and good. You need not worry about the other things. Okay, ideally it doesn't happen. Sometimes there will be this thing. Okay. So let us talk about this burn down. Now we talked about burn down, right? Burn down is says about the remaining work which is left. When you talk about the burn up chart, it is just reverse of that. Burn up chart is a tool used to track how much work has been completed, okay, and show the total amount of work for a project or iteration. Okay, so how much is completed, it is shown by the burn up chart. Whereas a burn down says about how much has to be complete. Got it right? The difference.
But burn down, it shows just the progress, right? Burn how it shows burn down.
Burn up, see, totals, let us say total are 100 story points. Okay. Okay. And on the whole, so there is one thing here. On the whole, like if it is able to meet, then it says like how much, see, at the particular iteration, mm, let us say the fifth iteration, okay, or the fifth sprint, to be frank. It is not within the sprint, it is in sprints, okay. In the fifth sprint, there are 100 things which are to be completed and 57 are being, 100 things is the target, but 57 are completed. So this is shown by burn up chart. Okay, maybe at the end of all the iterations, your total is going to be completed. Okay.
Is it showing the target for each sprint?
Yes. No. This is burn up charts here. Burn up charts make more sense when focused on work across iterations, while progress within a single sprint or iteration is it's there. I just copied from there. Uh, it says the burn down chart is tracked within a single sprint, whereas burn up chart is for across the iterations. Okay, this is across the iteration. So from one iteration to another to other iterations, like we can use burn up, but for burn down within the sprint only we will see. Okay, so I will see that. Okay, so this is within the sprint. Burn down is within the sprint. Burn up is across the sprints, for across the sprints, across iterations. Okay, this is something like that.
In burn down, how can you come to know like how much is pending?
Burn down.
Yes.
Yeah. So at a particular day, okay. See, let us say like here, if you go to our chart also, like 80% has been completed, right? Uh, so how much completed you want to see, or like how much is remaining you want to see?
How much is remaining?
The difference. So in our case also, like from 100 to 80, okay, this point, whatever the point is there, right, that is remaining. This part.
Okay.
So the line, if you draw a horizontal line from this to this above 60, wherever it touches, that is the amount which is left remaining.
Okay.
Okay. So completed is on the top.
Tomorrow same time.
Okay. So burn down, burn up. burn up is going to show on 1 minute. Sorry. Okay. So burn down is about the remaining work. Burn up is completed work. Okay. So just make a note of that. Okay, fine. Again, this is regarding the lead time and the cycle time. The lead time talks about the time it has taken. Okay, the total time starting from the customer coming and giving a request to start a work, and the time it takes to complete the delivery till the delivery point. That's the lead time. Okay, the lead time is that. Okay, just remember that lead time is nothing but starting the request when it comes to the time you deliver a particular product is the lead time. And what is the cycle time? Cycle time is the time you got the work and you started working on it. Okay. So this is like stakeholder coming to your company and asking to build a particular software. Okay. And your organization's PMO or both are going to work on your all the things, and they're coming to your team and assigning you the work. Okay, on a particular day. From that day, your team is going to start on the work. Let us say the sprint one. Okay, and all the sprints which are going to come, and when you are able to deliver whole product, that is called as a cycle time. Okay, at the same time, this is going to be delivery. The lead time is when the request has come to till it is got delivered is a lead time. But when you actually started working on it until you deliver that particular product is a cycle time. Did you get this?
Cycle time is the time like actually work started.
Yes, work started.
Okay.
You are going to work on it. Lead time is when the customer has come to your organization or to your company and he has given the request to start on the work. Okay, so that's just to understand this one because they are going to ask you again. Cumulative flow diagram is nothing but it's on the whole. I mean, it's like just like cumulative one. Okay, just summing up, piling up all the things. Okay. So let us take it to second week. There are 100 issues. Okay, in that 100 to-do issues, yes, I have done doing or 50. Okay, done are almost 10. Okay, just I mean this is you are adding. I mean it's a way of representing actually. CFD is in just a diagram which shows like what is completed, what are you are doing on, and what is good. Okay, these all the graphs will be there in your Jira, but for our because we don't have this thing, like we are not able to show here. So this is just to understand like at any particular point of time, okay, or any of the on the x-axis, you can see everything here. Okay, so if you see on the fifth week, there are 175 issues. Let us say like it's 175 issues upon which 50 are being are worked upon. They are doing on it, and almost 10 to 20 are done completed. So it's all about that.
No, it was 100. It is increased to 250. That means he added somewhere.
Yeah, the ratios are being coming up and it is getting added. So it's on the top of that. So at any point of time, we should see like how many are completed, how many they are doing, and how many are in the pipeline, something like that. Got it?
Okay.
So here, if you say here is 50, when you come at the 10th week, if you say about 100 are there, that means how many are completed, then you have to see the green line, which one is how many are being completed here. Okay, there are only so it is a 65, sorry, 35, 50 are completed here.
Okay.
So that inference we can draw from this particular cumulative flow diagram. No, these are, I mean, not important as such, but to have just an idea like what you can infer from this, that's more than enough. Okay, and
So this will get from the Jira.
yes, everything is available in Jira. That's a bigger. Actually, I don't have the full access to this one. That's why now to show. You should go to the board, and in the board section, sorry, there will be a report section in Jira. I will
This
show 1 minute.
enterprise version.
I will show the reports in Jira. Yeah, see like this. 1 minute. Are you able to see this one? This board?
Yes, yes.
So, what? 1 minute. I will open the other one. And I'm just copy pasting so that you understand. Okay. Okay. Fine. So in the Jira, I took it from the internet. So here these are in the report section under the board, you will see reports. Okay, if you click on it, you will get all these type of charts: burn down charts, sprint report, velocity, CFD. Okay, all these type of charts will be waiting. Only few velocity, burn down, CFD are more than enough other time. Uh, and a few terms like cycle time, lead time, just to understand. Okay. So if you get a chance in your company to see, then please take help of someone to see those particular charts and understand, and ask them questions like how it is happening in your team, and that will help you. Yes, sir.
We have a Jira ticketing tool. Okay, this is different and that is different.
Jira ticketing tool is to raise a ticket to the Jira people, those people where they are going to work on the tickets assigned to them, and they'll come back on once they fix, they will come back to it. Okay, so
Okay.
it
So
is. I mean, it's not. I mean, you
same.
can't see anything out of that.
Hmm.
That's one thing. So on Monday, we will talk few other important things related to your interview part, the terms which are related. I mean, to mainly agile and project management, because they expect little bit of related to the project. These are all actually related to the project management, not. I mean, the Scrum Master should know. At the same time, they will be expecting the same thing. So I have added over here. So we'll talk more about these terms in the next classes. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So I was started working. I mean, reading the Scrum guide, going through it, or how it's going.
Yes, started.
Actually, in Scrum.org, there is a practice session which you can take it freely any number of times. Try to take that and see. It will be for 80 marks. Oh, sorry, it will be 80 questions or 60 questions. Sorry, just see once again. Okay, and you should get about 85 percentage marks there. Okay, just try to take it every day. You will understand the concepts more clearly. Okay,
Oh, it's like a exam.
it's like an exam. Yes, it's an exam. Scrum.org. Go to the Scrum.org, and there you can see assessments. Go to the assessments. Register yourself for the assessment, and there will be a button called prepare. I think not test, prepare, or take practice, something like that. Practice it will be there. You can go ahead and take the practice sessions or take the test sessions. it will be more interesting, and you will understand the Scrum on the every concept very nicely over there.
Okay.
If you make a mistake, then you will learn. Otherwise, it will be on the book itself. Okay. So probably by next week we can come to a conclusion to this whole Scrum thing. Okay, we can wind it up altogether. The course can come to an. I will also try to find the questions and prepare that and put it in the. I mean, I will share with you and also upload in the shared drive.
Yeah, it's real-time questions is better, I think, than the internet.
Yes, yes. Whatever I face, like I will give it.
Yes.
In the internet, like even internet has all the things, but mostly like whatever I have, I will just put it over. Okay. Yeah, that's what actually the interviews are even going to ask same thing. Only few people are going to drill down. I mean, they are going to drill like anything.
Like, how did you handle? How did you know
Yeah,
this?
it's the real time. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I gave you two YouTube channels. If I remember, you just go through them.
No,
Have you given?
no.
Careers, Career Talk by Sunan Sun and
Can you
Sharma.
put in chart?
Yes, I'm doing. Career Talk is a YouTube channel. This is very good. I mean, he lot many videos on the Scrum and all. You can enjoy. By
Okay.
Vibhor Chandler, I think. I don't remember. He also gives very nice explanations to all the things. YouTube channels. There are so many. Even I can also create a YouTube channel later in my life.
Hmm.
All these IT channels will be. But yeah, they're very good.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we will meet on Monday. Enjoy your weekends. Get ready for the examination. If you want any help, you can mail to my IDs. This from train reaching. All if all the people are from Hyderabad or any from.
Hyderabad.
I'm not.
Okay, you are from India, or like you are from outside India.
My nationality, I'm from Nepal,
Oh, nice. Okay.
but I'm living in LA.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice to know that. Okay, then. Yeah. So maybe the time is a little bit early for you today, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's usually 8:30 a.m. in the morning.
okay, right. Sure. So is my coaching, I mean, is my way of talking, training, is that okay to you, or like you're facing any difficulty because my accent may be a little bit difficult, or it could be
No,
like,
it's
it's
fine.
fine?
It's a yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. So this is our email ID from which I gave the invitation link to your lesson. You can just post any questions if you have, then yeah, we can. I can try to help or do something on that. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you, Prakash. Thank you, Shrestha. Thank you, Kiran. We'll meet on Monday. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Yep. Thank you all.